What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Baseball Buzz Daily. If you thought your Thanksgiving weekend was going to be quiet, well, Major League Baseball had other plans. Seriously, I hope you're sitting down because the market didn't just heat up, it completely exploded. Today is Sunday, November 30th, 2025. The turkey is gone. Leftovers are in the fridge, but the drama is fresh. We have a blockbuster trade in New York that has fans absolutely screaming. The Red Sox are finally opening their wallets, and the Blue Jays are going all in like never before. But first, we have to talk about the trade that broke the internet this morning. Let's get right into the heavy hitting. The New York Mets and the Texas Rangers just pulled off the first true shocker of the offseason. Here is the deal. Brandon Nimmo is packing his bags and heading to the Texas Rangers. And coming back to the Big Apple, the all-star second baseman Marcus Semien is now a New York Met. Let's break this down, because this is wild. Nimmo was a fan favorite in Queens. Right? He was the homegrown kid with that big smile. But the Mets had a massive hole at second base, and they decided to fix it with one of the best veterans in the game. Now, here is the gossip from behind the scenes. Why would the Mets trade Nimmo? Sources are saying they want to save money on the outfield so they can spend big on the bullpen. We are hearing names like Edwin Diaz coming back or even Devin Williams. But for Rangers fans, you just got an on-base machine to lead off your lineup. So, here is the big question. Did the Mets betray their homegrown star? Or did they just make the smartest move of 2025? But hey, the Mets aren't the only ones making noise. If you think that trade was crazy, wait until you hear what is happening in the AL East. The Boston Red Sox finally woke up, and Toronto is scaring everybody. While New York is busy swapping stars, the rest of the American League East decided they wanted to create total chaos. Seriously, this division is going to be a bloodbath in 2026. Let's head up to Boston first. Red Sox fans, are you seeing this? Your front office actually did something. Boston has officially acquired veteran pitcher Sonny Gray in a trade with the St. Louis Cardinals. Finally, after years of fans begging for an ace, Boston brings in a guy who knows how to pitch in big games. He isn't a rookie. This is a win-now move. It looks like the Red Sox are tired of being the punching bag of the division. They needed a leader for that rotation, and they got him. Now, I have to tell you about the massive check Toronto just wrote, which is honestly shocking. But real quick, if you want to stay ahead of your friends with all these crazy updates, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button right now. We are posting almost every day, and you do not want to miss the next big trade notification. It's free, and it helps us a ton. Welcome to the family. Okay, back to the madness. If you think Boston is making moves, you haven't seen what is happening in Canada. The Toronto Blue Jays are not messing around, guys. They just dropped a massive bag of cash. Dylan Cease is officially a Blue Jay. We're talking about a reported 7-year deal. Toronto saw what the Yankees and Orioles were doing and said, "Hold my beer." They went out and grabbed one of the best arms on the open market. So, think about this. Boston adds Sonny Gray. Toronto adds Dylan Cease. The AL East arms race is officially on. But here is the dark side of these trades. For every team that buys, someone has to sell. And unfortunately, one of the most historic franchises in baseball just declared a total fire sale. If you have friends who root for the St. Louis Cardinals, you might want to check on them, because what I'm about to tell you next is going to hurt. All right, let's talk about the St. Louis Cardinals. Like I said, if you are a fan, this is going to be tough to hear. With Sonny Gray officially getting traded to Boston, the Cardinals have hung up a giant for sale sign on the stadium. It is not a retool, guys. It is a full-blown liquidation. And the biggest name on the chopping block, Nolan Arenado. That's right. The gossip is that Arenado is officially on the trade block. He is available. Teams that need a third baseman are calling St. Louis non-stop. And it's not just him. We are hearing that Brendan Donovan and Alec Burleson are also up for grabs. Basically, if you have a pulse and a Cardinals jersey, you might get traded this week. It is the end of an era in St. Louis. But for the rest of the league, it's shopping time. The vultures are circling. So, tell me, which player from the Cardinals should your team try to steal Arenado Donovan? Let me know in the comments. Okay, let's wipe away the tears and talk about the big money. Let's talk about the rumors that are keeping general managers awake at night. We have to talk about Kyle Tucker. He is the #1 hitter on the free agent market right now. Everybody wants him. But right now, the word on the street is that this is a two-horse race. The Blue Jays, who we already know are spending like crazy, are the favorites. But never count out the Bronx Bombers. Brian Cashman, the Yankees GM, confirmed this morning that he has been in contact with Tucker's agent. Can you imagine Tucker's left-handed swing at Yankee Stadium with that short porch in right field? That is a scary thought for pitchers. It is going to be an absolute war between Toronto and New York for his signature. However, the Yankees have a problem. They want Tucker. Sure, but they also have a massive decision to make about an old friend. A decision that could change their entire outfield. Rumors are flying that the Yankees might have to choose between bringing back a fan, favorite, or signing a mysterious pitching sensation from Japan. You do not want to miss this next part, because the Yankees are about to make a choice that will define their season. So, here is the puzzle facing New York. We talked about Kyle Tucker, right? But the Yankees also have a massive decision to make regarding an old friend, Cody Bellinger. He spent last season in pinstripes. Play, well, the fans liked him, but now he is a free agent again. Here is the rumor of the day, coming from Pinstripe Alley. The Yankees are torn. They are deciding between bringing Bellinger back or spending that money on the Japanese pitching sensation, Tatsuya Imai. It sounds like they cannot afford both if they also want to sign Kyle Tucker. So, it is a choice between a proven bat that knows the city or a high-upside arm for the rotation. That is a very expensive coin flip, folks. And one Geek Twilight Zone moment before we go. I had to double-check this to make sure it wasn't a prank. The Pittsburgh Pirates, yes. The Pirates are rumored to be looking at Kyle Schwarber. Seeing the Pirates spend money on a big slugger like Schwarber would be like seeing a unicorn. But sources say they want a designated hitter to protect their young stars. If that happens, the Central Division just got a lot more interesting. It has been absolutely crazy today. November 30th, 2025 will go down in history as the day the market finally exploded. Now, before you go, I need your help to settle a debate in the comments. But first, if you enjoyed this breakdown, please smash that like button right now. It helps the YouTube algorithm find other baseball fanatics like us. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click that button so we can hang out again tomorrow. Okay, here is the question of the day. I want to hear from you. Question 1. Mets fans, be honest. Brandon Nimmo for Marcus Semien. Did you win or lose this trade? And question 2. Yankees fans, if you can only pick one. Do you want the sure thing in Cody Bellinger, or do you want to gamble on the Japanese pitcher? Drop your answers down there. I read every single comment. Thank you so much for watching Baseball Buzz Daily. Keep your notifications on because another bomb could drop at any second. I'm out. Catch you guys tomorrow.